guys, I hope you are fine. So today we are gonna solve the problem of the day for 11th Feb. Actually, I was not in my town for last 3 days. That's why I was not able to uh, upload the videos for the previous 3-day problem of 3 days. I will try to upload them soon, but but I will start from today, which is 11th Feb, right? So the problem is remove all occurrence of substrings. Actually, I have tried to solve this problem and solve this problem. So now I will explain it to you. So remove all occurrence of a substring. So this is a problem in which we have given two strings s and part. So I will explain the problem. So we have given two strings, right? We have given s and we have given part. Now what we can do, we can remove the leftmost occurrence of part from s, right? So we can remove it recursively. So what I mean is, so we can see we have in the first iteration, what you can see, we have ABC, which is part in the string, right? So we can remove this ABC. So we have this string, and after so this will become the same string without ABC, right? So this is the new string. Now in the second iteration, we have this string. Now we have again a ABC, right? So we can remove it. So this will now become the same string without this ABC. Now in the third iteration, we have this string. Now we can remove this ABC, right? So we have DAB. Now we don't have any ABC present, so this is the answer. So DAB is the answer. Talking about this problem, s equals to this and part is equals to xy. So we can remove this xy, right? Now we have again a xy. We can remove it. Now we have again a xy, and now we have again a xy, right? So we have left with the AB, which is the answer. So that's how we have to solve this problem, right? So what can we do, right? So as I have always said you, that think about the details. So first we have discussed the details. We have our time complexity, we have our constraints, which is 1000 and 1000, so we can solve it up to n square, but which is not required. So but still we will discuss the details. So we have discussed all the details. What is the input, what all things are given, what is the required output, right? Now we have to think about the native approach first, right? So this is the best way of solving any problem. So think about the native approach first, then optimize that native approach. So this is the standard way of solving any problem, right? So native approach, what we can do, we can simply iterate through this string using let's say, so we have to iterate through these strings, and we can check that if the string starting from, let's say, ith position can become part. So if it is the case, so we can remove that, and we will then reiterate against this string, right? So the time complexity is, there will be three loops, nested loops, right? So first for iterating this, right, and for every character we have to iterate through next k characters. K will be the length of this part, right? So this is n into k, right? And again we have to iterate it through it again and again. So overall time complexity will become n into k, approximately this, right? So this is the approx time complexity. I hope you understand the time complexity. and the space complexity is nothing, 1, right? Okay, so how to optimize this? So what we can do, we can use 2 pointers, right? We can use sliding window to remove this k time complexity. So what we can do, we can use our sliding window with the first so so the I will be at starting at 0 and j will be at k, right? So k means length of this part, and we can check that if the current string which is inside the sliding window is equals to the part. If that is the case, we will remove that string, and we have to iterate again and again through this string. So the time complexity will become n square, right? And the space complexity will be k, because we have to store the k strings inside our sliding window. So that's a sliding window approach. So we have reached the time complexity of n square, but still we can optimize this even more, right? So what we can do, I hope you understand this sliding window wala approach, because this is the middle approach to optimize this further, right? Optimize this native approach further. So you can also solve this using sliding window, but you can also optimize the sliding window approach. So we can use STSCK stack. So I hope you know what is stack is, but let me explain it to you. So stack is nothing but a container type of thing in which we can put things and we can remove things from one end only, right? So let's say we have a container, we have a variable a, we can put it like this, then we have again put some values either, then again above this, and when we have to remove the values, right? First this value will be removed, so this will be no value here, then we have this container only, then we can remove this value, and then at last we can remove this value. So this is first in, right, last out, or we can say last in first out. So those value which is getting inserted last get removed first, right? So that is this is stack. So there are multiple cases in which we can use stacks, right? So here we can use stack. So how can we use stack? Let me explain to you. Let's say we have this string, right? What we can do, we can make a stack. Okay, so first we will put first character, which is d, and we can check in every iteration that if if the top k characters of this stack make make a string which is equals to this part, right? That means the last k strings can make part. So we will remove those strings from the stack, we will pop out those, and the remaining strings will be remaining string will be like as it is, right? So what we can do, we can make a stack. First we will put d. So let make a smaller example. First we will put d, right? Then this is let also check if our condition is getting true or false. So we don't have top k, so k is equals to 3, so we don't have top 3 characters of this stack equals to part is nothing but abc, right? We have this s. So now we will put a, so condition is not getting fulfilled here also, and then we will put a, then what we do, we will put b. See, our condition is not getting fulfilled in any of this case, because b a is not equals to abc, a d is not equals to abc. Now we will put c, right? Now we can see that this abc, which is the last three characters of this stack is equals to this part, so we will remove those. So we have a stack remain with us which is equals to the first character is D, the second character is A, right? Then we will put B, then we will put A. So we have removed this ABC, we will put B, A, then ABC again, then we will remove this, right? So we'll put A, then we will put this A, then B, then C, and this is equals to the ABC which is part, so we'll remove this. So we'll remove with this stack now. Then we'll remove we'll add B. These B, A, B is not equals to ABC, so though we will remove, we will add C. Now we can see that this ABC is equals to this part, so we will remove this. So now we will remain with this string which is D A B, DAB, right? So DAB, which is the answer. So we can see that we have come to the time complexity which is equals to, so we have to iterate through this only one time, right? And we can and for checking that part is equals to K, so we will reduce our time complexity to nothing but iteration K into iteration N into iteration of K, right? So we have to iterate through this, and concurrently we have to iterate through this at every time. So this is the time complexity which is the small, this is the most efficient one, right? So this is the stack wala approach. So let's write it down. So we can use STACK stacks for checking that the last K, which is length of part, okay, characters in the stack is make part. If yes, pop them out. So this is all we have to do. So we are making a stack which is an empty string. We are making a list of part characters for just for the sake of this checking, right? We can also make this a string. Okay, so let me explain it to you in that part only. K is nothing but the length of part. For character, for the first iteration, which is the iterating through this S, so we are iterating through S, right? We will append the character, then we'll check the length of that stack. If length is greater than K, right, we'll check that the last K characters of this stack is equals to part. Here I am making a part as a list. We can also make this as a string, right? We can do anything. If yes, so what we will do, we will pop them out. This is nothing but the first n minus k characters, right? And we have to do this again and again for every character in the string, and then we will return strings. So that's all we need to do. We'll solve this problem, and this is the submission with kindly good beat, right? And if we analyze the time complexity, this is kindly of O and time complexity, which is okay, well, best time complexity, I mean. So yeah, that's all. So this is all in this solution from my side. Thank you for your time for watching this video. Thank you.